last week. You tried to bash me. You ain't no.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines, and we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he says that award is about making your team better. A lot of things you don't see in the stats. If you play good defense, most of the time you don't get a block because it doesn't reach that point. They don't even come inside. Guys, the lane is closed.
Yes, he is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, the guard pair, Murray and White. Johnson is out there with Young. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
Now here's Johnson following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. White against Mitchell. Young dishes to Murray. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
So how cool is it that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Both free throws good from Pirtle. Here is Conley. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. Out to Conley. At the top of the key, Gobert. 5 on the clock. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Here's Ingles. They get it again. Mitchell outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's shot mechanics from the time he entered the league to what we're seeing now. It's refined, it's on balance, and boy, does he make good.
Now here's Murray. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Toronto. Gobert with the block. Ingles against Johnson. The baseline J. And the basket by Ingles.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Murray kicks to White. White setting the pick for Murray. Back to White. Pass to Pirtle. And too long on the shot. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Conley. San Antonio with the rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Gobert with a screen on Murray. For 3, Mitchell. And Utah, another 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Ingles. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Mitchell outside. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now here comes Conley leading the break, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Conley against Murray. Over Conley. And it's off the back rim, no good. On offense, here are the Jazz. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Spurs trail by 6. Murray with it. Conley picks him up. Murray dishes to Johnson. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Murray against Conley. Murray, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8 and drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell, his leadership, especially for a young player, is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader, comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
Come on and give up for your first squad.
Let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at the Jazz. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And checking out San Antonio, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Right side, White. Ingles against Johnson. Murray, the pass to Young. He gets that one.
Well, such an aggressive play. Young not taking no for an answer, just overpowers the defense.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against White. Gobert with a screen on White. Here's Mitchell. No good on that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that. Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
White against Mitchell. Here's Murray. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Gobert. Getting around 12 points a game, 14 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And on both ends of the floor, he's a guy they look for to take up space inside.
Well, certainly with the rebounding, with the ability to block shots, basically he does all the dirty work, so the other guys can look pretty.
T-shirt time! All right, look who's coming on to the court. Come on and get loud for your first Hit Squad.
fresh 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now, here's O'Neal. Defense right on him. Right side a screen. Gay passes to Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Eubanks. At the elbow, McDermott. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Forbes. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Walker, following the bucket by the Jazz. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Forbes, covered by Mitchell. Takes a shot at the elbow.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Utah. And the Jazz with possession here. Now, here's Clarkson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. And here's Gay outside. A rebound by the Spurs. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Vassell, the pass to Eubanks. Walker against Clarkson. Walker's shot is off. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 17-4 run right now. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. O'Neal is screen on Walker. Here's Clarkson. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Pascal. Mitchell right side. Misses off the right iron. Spurs trail by 11. Here is Forbes. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Vassell. He's covered by Gay. And the pass to Vassell. Over Gay. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
Jazz passing it around. Vassell grabs the board. Gay against Walker. Pass to Vassell. Here is Forbes. Tries from 10, and he hits the jump shot. Forbes has got it back down to single digits for the Spurs.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Screen by O'Neal. Stolen by Walker. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Now Mitchell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Pascal. Just 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away. And that one good from Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick-and-roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Here's McDermott, and the shot goes in.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And so it's Utah in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And the unselfishness of this Utah Jazz team, a big part of what they're all about, as we hear from All-Star Donovan Mitchell.
We got guys who are continuously making plays, and I think we thrive off of. And I think the best part about it is we don't really care who it is. I think that's what separates us from a lot of teams, and that's what's going to hopefully get us to that next step. I think that's the best thing about this team. It doesn't matter who it is. We're going to go out there and continue to find the open man and play the right way.
And Greg, the depth of the Jazz obviously helping with that equal opportunity approach.
And Kevin, that's a great point. You credit the mindset, but it's also their personnel that makes it possible.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Utah.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Young out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Murray. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Primo in at the 2 guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Gobert. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland.
And it felt like he was literally everywhere on the defensive end. Multiple rejections, stifling all game long.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. The wide open look here for Ingles. A three-pointer off the mark. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in.
Derek White.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kicks it out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. The dish to Conley. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Spurs. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. White looking around. It's deflected. Ingles against White. And here is Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
And even if he took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And here's White after Joe Ingles getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Murray up on top. Over Conley. San Antonio again missing. Jazz leading by 12. And the jam by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. Whiteside trying to break free. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Ingles.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
San Antonio calls timeout. One of the many changes in how the game is played, pace. It seems, Doris, like everyone is playing a very fast pace. How do you like that style of basketball?
Well, it is the preferred way for me to play the game and to watch the game. It gives us an opportunity to see the best athletes and the most skilled basketball players get out and flourish. The other thing is, it has been proven that the first 8 seconds of the shot clock are often your most successful shots.
A chance to check out some stats for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Conley against Murray to stop the run. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bogdanovich inside. White's there. Murray outside. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 5.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Timeout.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. All right, look who's stepping onto the court. Come on and get loud for your first high squad.
Chance to look at the stats for Ingles. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Conley against Murray. Passes it to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Conley scanning the floor. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Engel.
Assisted.
Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Primo. Young trying to break free. Primo with the bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Murray against Conley. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Down low. Here's Whiteside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Murray against Conley. Here's Primo. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Johnson, the pass to Young. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Whiteside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. Good for a second violation.
Jazz ball.
These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Rudy Gobert, third.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. No points in the game yet for him. Now, here's Clarkson. He's defended by McDermott. Walker against Clarkson. 4 seconds left. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
You know, I think Rudy Gobert at one time was considered a throwback big, but the fact is he's adjusted his game and he's now able to play in the modern NBA. A defensive force everywhere on the floor.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bogdanovic. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. And Gobert drops them both. Spurs trailed by 18. Outside, Walker. Pass to Eubanks. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in free throw percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Clarkson against Walker. Clarkson goes in. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Clarkson finds Mitchell. Swatted away. And he recovers it. Good on the shot. Mitchell's got 13.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Forbes the pass to Walker. McDermott sets a screen. Up top, Walker. Defended by Pascal. 6 to shoot. Here's Eubanks. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Okay, a screen on Walker. Picked away. Here is Forbes. McDermott, no one around him. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
O'Neal a screen on Walker. Here's Clarkson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Forbes can't get it to go. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Now, here's Pascal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Pirtle is checked in for the Spurs.
Into the lineup for your Spurs, Jakob Pirtle.
Spurs trail by 17. Walker taking his time here. Shoots over Clarkson. Walker's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes to Clarkson. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Spurs. He can't get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The pass to Pascal. Clarkson outside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Back to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Pirtle. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Back to Pirtle. Walker against Clarkson. Releases from 15, and the shot is long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Clarkson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland. Gay left side. Over Pirtle. Eubanks grabs the miss. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 17-point game. McDermott finds Walker. Back to McDermott. Outside, Walker. Knocked away. Here's Eubanks. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey, everybody. We've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late season push.
You look at the Jazz, they've been treading water for a long time. Has to be frustrating for everyone there. Ownership has promised these fans a title contender, but at this point, I don't see it.
And now, guys, let's talk about Rudy Gobert, whose first half was a dominant showing.
Yeah, Ernie, he's owning the paint. Everyone out there is just paying him rent, swatting shots, intimidating, dominating. And those boards, sealing off the glass. Outstanding so far.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Spurs trail by 17. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, in at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Johnson against Mitchell. Pass to White. He dishes it to Pirtle. Conley against Murray. And they get it back. Johnson surveying the floor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Throw good, Murray. Utah leading by 14. Pass to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Conley against Murray. Conley dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Pass to Young. Here's Murray. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Johnson kicks to Young. Back to Johnson. Pirtle with a screen on Ingles. 5 on the clock. Back to Young. Fires the 3. San Antonio again missing. Jazz leading by 16. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Now the pass to Bogdanovic. Murray against Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 15.
Donovan Mitchell is more than capable of carrying an offense for stretches. Right now, the defense has nothing for him.
Pirtle up top, defended by Gobert. Here's Johnson, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles was well worth the wait.
It's time for T-shirts. And your Spurs Hot Squad.
numbers for Conley. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Ingles. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Mitchell wide open. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bogdanovich against Young. Now here's Bogdanovich. Not a lot of room.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Murray with it. Conley picks him up. Here's White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one falls for White. And the Jazz making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Young, a screen on Ingles. Here's Primo. He's covered by Whiteside. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to Ingles. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Whiteside, a screen on Young. Here's Bogdanovich, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 19. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich, simply stated, has become a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Primo. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now, here's Mitchell. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Johnson outside. Here's Primo. Ingles covering. Good work defensively by Ingles.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
White against Mitchell. Tries it from 9. From deep, Ingles. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The ball is down to crazy as fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Fans, your Spurs Hype Squad.
going with an almost entirely new group here. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Whiteside. Gay comes in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Will it go? Rebound, Utah.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Utah. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Utah's on defense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. Here is Forbes, covered by Mitchell, and Mitchell with the block.
Boy, guys, you just love when Donovan Mitchell is engaged defensively. The athleticism allows him to send that shot back. He started out strong, 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Now Walker following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Walker dishes to McDermott. Stolen by Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Mitchell leading the charge. The shot by Clarkson, no good. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Now, here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Paschal. Here's Eubanks, defended by Paschal. Eubanks, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Get on your feet and make some noise. It's T-shirt time. Then, your Spurs Hype Squad.
Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. At the two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. Fifth on the list, Donovan Mitchell.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
Now, here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Gay with the block.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Jazz ball.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Basco kicks to O'Neal. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second
Michael Conley,
foul.
he's checked in for the Jazz.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, Mike Conley.
Gay finds Conley. Screen by O'Neal. Lock at 6. Here's Clarkson. That shot off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And what a great addition to the second unit up in Salt Lake with the Utah Jazz doors. Jordan Clarkson has really fit right in.
Well, he's fit in between the lines, and as importantly, he is so beloved in the locker room. This guy gets along with everybody on the team, and their time bonding in the Orlando bubble, I think, really just allowed him to come out of his shell. Just a genuine guy, and we know chemistry matters.
Now here's Conley. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Third team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Jazz, Mike Conley at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Conley.
What an athletic lineage for Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the 92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Spurs shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Vassell, the pass to McDermott. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Clarkson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here's Pascal. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Pascal a screen. Here's Gay. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the left wing. Murray with it. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so it's Utah in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Jones. McDermott is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Primo in at the shooting guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Here's Primo, following the bucket by the Jazz, and stolen by James. Now, here's Pascal. D right on him. That one doesn't go. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Poeltl with a screen on James. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Utah. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Utah, Jared Butler. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And San Antonio shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Jones kicks to Young. Passes it to Johnson. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
James outside. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Young, a screen on O'Neal. Primo, the pass to Young. Young, a screen on Butler. Oh, that's blocked. Now, here is O'Neal. Hits it from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
With the drive, the shot by Primo, no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's Butler. Rebounded by the Spurs. Young's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Forbes from the arc. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
James dishes to Butler. Whiteside, a screen on Jones. Butler. They shoot again, and it's laid in by Whiteside.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Young against O'Neal. Inside, here's Azubuike. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Young sets a screen for Jones. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players.
That's his second.
Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Now, here is Young. The pass to Primo. And Whiteside sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Primo with the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here's Butler. There's the drive. That shot off the mark. James against Walker. Pass to Primo. Young, a screen on O'Neal. Here's Primo. Good work defensively by Ingles.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Butler.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell.
Pass to Ingles. Whiteside sets the pick for Ingles. Doris, there's much argument over how the MVP award should be decided, whether it's stats, time on the floor, the intangibles, with the winner, with the loser. What criteria do you use when you vote on that award?
Well, there's so much that goes into this because, number one, how skilled are you? You have to be one of the most skilled players in the league, in my estimation. Number two, how much do you influence winning? But the fact of the matter is most MVPs finish in the top 2 or 3 in their respective conferences. So that's another criteria. I'm just going to say this to you. I will actually poll NBA players as I come across them in the season talking about these awards, these first, second, third team All-NBA, because they're the guys lining up opposite and know what goes into what these guys do.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Spurs making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for Utah. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Forbes, stolen by Mitchell, and the Jazz pushing it up now. The 11-footer, that's good from Gay on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's wingspan is effective when it comes to swatting away the basketball and getting steals for his team.
Here's Primo. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons. And you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Young outside, back to Walker. Passes it to Eubanks, and stolen by Whiteside. Ingles kicks to O'Neal. That's tipped. Young, right side. Here's Primo. He's covered by Gay. Young looking around. Here's Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hassan Whiteside.
They get Hassan Whiteside.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Lonnie Walker IV. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And for top high schoolers, Doris, who want to make a salary instead of going to college, there are now quite a few options.
There are, Kevin, and I love it because to me, this is a free market system. So whether you're going overseas, you have the Ignite franchise in the G League. And listen, there may be more options to come, and I think that's a great thing.
Right side, good.
And this is why guys love playing with Donovan Mitchell. Can he score it? Yes, but he loves to set his teammates up.
The pass to McDermott. And here's Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Remains San Antonio ball.
San Antonio making a switch here.
Into the lineup for your Spurs, Josh Primo.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
Mitchell passes to Gay. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. Gay a screen on Walker. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 10 points in just the second half.
I can see the agile move by Donovan Mitchell. This guy is able to navigate around contact or, if necessary, play through it.
Here's Primo. Pass to McDermott. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Utah with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.